You're watching WND TV. I'm Michael Thompson. We're here in Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee, at NRB, the National Religious Broadcasters 2015 conference, and I've got a pretty exciting guest here. She's an actress and the author of the new book, Beautifully Flawed, Finding Your Radiance in the Imperfections of Your Life. Miss Shari Rigby, how are you doing this afternoon?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Well, go ahead and tell me what brings you to NRB. I know you got a new book out, but is this your first trip to NRB?
No, actually, I've been here the last couple years. My first trip was October Baby in 2012, I think, and we were here doing the press for that. So it's always great to come back here and just see how NRB is growing, and it's so positive every year. And more movies, more books, more speakers. It's incredible. So
one of the things that I left out at the beginning was a discussion of Shari's excellent resume. She's an actress, like I said. Your bio reads that you went out to Hollywood when most actresses are retiring. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, well, going out to Hollywood is something that most of the time you see for a younger demographic. And, I would always hear, well, if you're not 16, if you're not 20, and you don't have a list of credits already to your name, you might as well pack it up and go home. And so really the cool thing is every time I turned around, God was opening another door for me. And he was actually my agent. And so my resume continued to build. I was offered jobs that most people don't even get a chance to audition for at my age. So I thought that was a pretty cool thing. So every time somebody said no, God said yes.
A lot of the WND viewers out there on YouTube and WND.com, they're going to want to know what it's like for an actress who goes out to Hollywood and is open and vocal about her Christianity. Talk to us about that, and has that impacted callbacks for you?
No, not really. I mean, going out to Hollywood was... it never really hit me that talking about my belief or where I stood politically was really an issue. And it is an issue in Hollywood. But for me, and again, when people would say your age is a factor, well, they can say my belief is a factor. They can say my political views are a factor. But ultimately, it's about the work that I do on film. It's, continuing to tell great stories. And it really hasn't impacted me in a way that it maybe has most. I go in there and I want to be the best to the ability of my job, and that comes first. And I think as we do that, that's a representation also of being a believer. We're called to be the best that we can. And so I don't know. Hollywood is a live place, and I think so many people have this view that it's this horrible. It's going down to the depths of despair. But really, I mean, you would just be amazed to see the revival going on there. So I feel like I'm surrounded by Christians, and I feel like that I'm surrounded by people that have some really great views. So
you've been watching WND TV, and I've had the great privilege of talking with Shari Rigby. She's one of the stars of October Baby and the author of the soon-to-be release Beautifully Flawed. Best of luck with everything that you do, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.